Today on EA Sports. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the Houston Voyagers versus Baker Mayfield and the Chicago Blues.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Blues and the Houston Voyagers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
And we are underway from Houston. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Mosley on the tackle. 2 yards on the play. First down, Chicago.
They go play action. Mayfield. Smith catches left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Mayfield with it once more. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
7 yards. And it's third down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harper.
Mayfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 13.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Mayfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Mayfield got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week, as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he said great footwork. What was footwork? So this guy is never satisfied.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Aaron Jones.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Herbert now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the
25. 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
2nd and 8. Gun, it's Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ezekiel Elliott.
2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
Mayfield's pass complete to Ezekiel.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Mayfield. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 10-yard line.
Mayfield now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mo Alley Cox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42.
On the delay, Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Jones, the ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Herbert's pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. They take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Incomplete.
And that one one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. They start on the ground with Elliott. A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he'll get this one up to the 26. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Mayfield's.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
To Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Gain of 2. Brings up
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ball down in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the gun, Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Down and 10. At their own 26-yard.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Jones. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's good. 4.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
The tackle made.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
22.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Herbert. Man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made by...
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On the option, here's Herbert.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Herbert. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
No good.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Mayfield will find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
To Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield will find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Blues.
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline. That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Here now, time to discuss Odell Beckham Jr. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert back to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert throwing again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's in. Touchdown. Houston. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. On the crossing route, complete. It's Harper. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It brings up third down.
They go to Elliott again. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
Plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them lead up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Mayfield and the offense now. Down 24-21, a little over a minute to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Akeem Hicks picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.